Thanks for taking time to join us here. What ultimately, when you said, okay, here's the schools I'm looking at, I want to be a Liberty Flame, what was it about this school, the coaching staff, that drew your attention?
It definitely was mostly the coaching staff, just because the time they put into you. Like Coach McKay, during the summer, he was at, I think it was every game he was there. I could always see him in the crowd. He might have missed one or two games, but the fact that no other coach you would see do that, but he was so dedicated, and he put all the time and effort. And then once I met all the other coaching staff, it's like, wow, this is an awesome place. And there's a couple other schools like Air Force, because I'm looking to go into aviation.
Right.
So I went to visited Air Force, and they had amazing programs, and it was just the military commitment that kind of kept me out of there.
Okay.
And so I came here. They had the aviation program. They had the Christian background, the Christian education, the awesome basketball, and the coaching staff. And it's like that's all you could ask for, really. So it just seemed like the perfect place to be.
When you heard about Liberty and you were going to come visit here, and your expectations of what the campus might be like, and then you get onto campus and you see all the construction and all the commitment to athletics, what did you think when you first got here for the first time?
I thought it was beautiful, even though there was a lot of construction going on. It's like so surreal. Like you get on campus, like you hear all these great things, and then once you actually get here, it's like 10 times better than it was actually said to be. And so it was just like seeing everything, and like just how like high tech everything is, and like how everyone takes care of you, and how like even the student body, how much they care about each other was huge for me.
Brock, I've seen some highlights of your basketball game and what it's like for you. And I would say one way to describe your game is aggressive. When you describe your basketball game, how would you talk about it?
I would say the word that comes to mind is versatile.
Yeah.
Because usually when I was recruited, that's the word that came to mind. Like coaches would bring up, you could guard, you could defend, you could play offense, you could pass. So that's the kind of thing I've been trying to work for. And I know it's not perfect. I'm a little underweight, need to add some more muscle, obviously. But that's just one thing I strive to do. It's like I don't want to be that ball hog or just like one and out kind of thing. I'd rather have a well-rounded skill set that I can keep improving on.
Why does the Liberty basketball philosophy with how it's structured on the court, how does that fit your game?
I think it fits very perfectly. Like just a couple open gyms we've had with the guys, just seeing how well the ball moves, and guys are always running. They're always moving. They're always setting screens to get open. And for me, that's kind of how, especially with club, that's how our club coach ran things. And so I've been able to grow up in that kind of environment. And so I'm really looking forward to the season and just building that chemistry with the guys.
Let's go off the court a little bit. You're from Arizona.
Yes,
At least
sir.
that's where you claim you're from. But you talk to me, you've been all over the place.
Yes,
you name
all
it,
over.
you've probably lived in that city with your dad's job. I would think having those experiences has matured you a little bit more with those different places that you have lived. What about those experiences make you who you are today, you think?
For the most part, I was actually pretty young when we were moving around, but it just moving around all the time, it brings its own struggles into life.
Sure.
And so you kind of have to do with moving, and then there's a couple of family situations, like my dad's health, he has a bad back, so there was a couple of hard times through that. But just like being able to work with your family through those type of problems, and just like building that relationship with your family, and then you're moving all over the place. So I have a very strong family relationship, and I think that's probably the biggest thing that I took from all the moving around and all the struggles that life can offer.
How about now? The recruiting process obviously is over. You've signed, you're here. Even though you get here, there's a learning curve of, okay, where's this building, where's that building? But can you kind of relax too now, knowing I'm finally in Lynchburg, I'm finally at Liberty, this is where I'm going to make my home for the next 4 years plus. And do you kind of have the sense of kind of relief right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I've only been here for a couple days, but when I first walked in the airport, I was like, wow, finally good to be here. I mean, it was hard to say goodbye to family and friends, but once you get here, it's very relaxing. And we kind of basically got on the court right when we got here, so I'm like, hey, I'm playing basketball at a college, D1 school, this is awesome. So I know the school year is probably going to be in its own challenges, but it's been a blast so far in the couple days we've had, and the guys are great here.
Before we let you go, as we tape this in mid-June, November is going to be here before you can blink your eyes or snap your fingers.
Yes.
Is there one or two things that you cannot wait to experience when the season starts?
I heard I think it's our first or second game, we're playing Indiana. So to start off our season like that, I'm actually pumped about that. And you know, road trips are always fun with the guys.
Yeah.
That's when you have build a lot of your memories and stuff. So I'm just really looking forward to playing with the guys, building that relationship, and just making memories with the guys I'm going to be with for 4 years. And then also after those 4 years, I'm definitely going to be keeping those relationships intact.
Brock, good to have you here.
Sweet.
Catch up with you soon, okay?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's Brock Gardner.